Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a long time since I've not been on. It's been a little crazy. So we're going back into Dave the Diver today, and they actually added an update. So this is the title screen that originally it used to have, and this is the title screen that I really like. This is just the Dave the Diver title screen. I mean, this is what came with the game, and you can see it's very pretty, very nice music on it. But we're gonna go ahead and continue. Hopefully I pulled the right file here. Pretty sure I did. So I think last time we were, looking for the Sea People artifact. So I don't have a whole lot of money, but I did update quite a bit. So my tank's been updated, level 4, my diving suit's level 3, my cargo box, which I could update. Guess we'll go ahead and do that. Might as well. And then my harpoon gun has been updated as well. It looks like we've got 10 damage right now, which isn't great, but it's better than I think we were like at 3. So this is a nice cut and dry. And we'll go ahead and just get into it here. The dusky grouper, a fish with a dark reddish brown body and irregular yellow and silver spots. It is around 90 centimeters long. Comment down below what's 90 centimeters in inches. Everyone go straight to Google. All right, so we'll go ahead and see. Whoa, the jellyfish. We'll go ahead and see if we can get the shark we need for the whole roasted shark head. I would like to go ahead and get that out of the way because it does lead into some other story parts, which I really do want to get to. I'm not gonna 100% this game. I'm just gonna go through the story. I mean, it's not 100% run, but there are parts of the story that you don't have to do. But I don't think there's any I never got a roadblock. I don't know if it roadblocks you in any way. I don't think so, because there was one I didn't finish because I had the hardest time getting to fish for it, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't stop the story in any way. So, but I do want to get that because it does have some really cool story notes about Bancho, and we love Bancho. He's our boy. He's our baby boy, so yeah. Being able to one-hit these big guys like this also helped the restaurant too, because I mean, you'd be able to farm faster, it's more efficient, things like that. So, you know, it's not a bad thing to have at all. Oh, there's a dusky grouper we're just talking about. There he is. Go get him, tiger. So I'm gonna do just a touch of mining while I'm down here. And then we'll get straight to it, just because I do need a few little things here. Oh, this is a cool thing. These are fossils, and these, well, bones. It's a fossil, but ooh, look at this. Does anyone know what this is? Coral. What's going on with this coral? It died. He died. All right. So we got a story. SpaghettiOs, fam. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Keep going there now, mister. Don't want to talk to you. I should get back to the boat right away. Oh, no. Let's explore somewhere with the... Oh, his little... Oh! There's so many scary things. A giant the giant squid isn't what got me, but it's the little guys, the little, I forget what they're called. I think they're not called phantom squid, it's the deep sea thing, but oh my gosh, why can I not remember what they're called? They're like the most common form of squid you'll see, other than I think it's the Humboldt squid. I know that I think Humboldts are pretty common if I remember correctly. Mind you, I am not the greatest when it comes to squid, octopi, all that jazz. I am more of a shark gal. Oof, I'm just stuck here. You know, which we all have our favorites. I do love, well, manta rays and rays and skates and all that. They're in the shark family, kind of. But I've always been a huge shark fan. Always loved sharks. My favorite shark is the great white shark. Such a beautiful animal, so intelligent, a top predator, unchanged largely over large spans of time. It's really cool. I've always wanted to go diving with great white sharks. Biggest dream of mine. Comment down below if you've ever been diving with great white sharks. I bet that was really, really cool. I know that it's a lot more commonplace now than it ever used to be. Like, I remember back in the day, like, people used to go to South Africa's coast, and they would do like the cage dives and everything. And it was a luxury thing, but I mean, it was like for just finding people who had the equipment to do it, being able to find someone who was willing to go out in those waters, because they are kind of rough. And I mean, it was not something that like just the average person did. I mean, it was usually something that either like the very wealthy or privileged or the scientists did. And I mean, I'm sure it's still a little bit like that, but shark, especially cage diving, has become such a tourist thing. I really need that oxygen, buddy. That I'm sure it's far more commonplace. I mean, even just going like somewhere like maybe like the Bahamas, like a touristy destination, like Cancun, stuff like that. I'm sure, but you have to be careful too, because you know, anyone who's got a boat, they can be like, hey, you wanna go swim with some sharkies? And then you're left out there, or something horrible happens. They made several movies about that. The fear Americans have of going on someone's boat. He told me it was safe. He told me it was a professional. I wonder what kind of license. I mean, I guess it would just be like a boating license, right? I mean, it's not like you need to be a marine. I'm sure I can make that. It's not like you need to be a marine biologist to have a boat and take people on a ride to go see sharks. I mean, I imagine it's just, you know, oh, I have a boat license. Oh, I'm a captain. Ooh. If I die on this, it's gonna look really bad on me, especially because I have some stuff. If it gets close enough where I'm gonna die, I'll dip out and be super transparent. Health does not regenerate in this game on the animals, so if you do leave a scene, even if it's a render-in, it will stay at the same it was. So there's not a fear of, you can take your time, and they expect you to take your time. I mean, especially hitting chunky stuff. Man, he's got a lot of health. I'll tell you what though, some of these big guys, they do have a lot of health. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. But it might be the end of my world. There we go. Okay, so there's a shark we need for, I believe it was Yoshi's whole head shark. I am so sad I don't have an attachment for this yet. Oh, we're over encumbered. Or we're encumbered, I think is how you say it, right? It's been a long time since I've seen that word in a video game. I don't even know if they still say that in video games anymore. I remember I first heard it or saw it in the Long Dark game way back in the day. They remade the Long Dark. I really want it because I'm a huge fan of that game, but that's a game not a lot of people know about. It's a very odd game too. If anyone's ever played similar to Fire Tower, I think it's called. But I have actually never played Fire Tower. I think that's what it's called. It's something, I think that's the name of it. That won't be hard to do. I'm a very lucky feeling about this. Get those eyebrows, Mr. Bacon. I'll be in touch. Will you call me? Will you call me? You think he's gonna call me? I don't know, guys. Hey, that was a nice chunk of change. Wow, look at all that stuff we got. And see, you'll see, like, that we have more stuff. We will start to be able to kind of do more, see more. Hey, see more. Haha. Yeah, so the only thing I worry about that is I hope I do have everything I need. Okay, so yeah, so that's all we needed. Oh, so it was an artifact. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and dive one more time. We'll go ahead and get some good snacks. Got some sushi snacks. So we can feed the peepers. Feed all the beautiful people. I will say, I don't know if this game made me a better gamer, but this is definitely not a game where you can just kind of mindlessly like drone out and just like you're not really doing anything. You just have to lock in. I mean, the environments change. They do have a set change. Like, they only change to so many different types, but the environments change when I played this game the very first time and the environments changed. I remember I was kind of freaked out because I was like, this doesn't look the same. I was like, am I crazy? Because I wasn't paying attention, obviously, because I'm bad for fast clicky. I'm a Clickers Anonymous problem. And I didn't pay attention, and so the environment was changing. I was like, what's going on? Like, freak out. But it's all good. It's all right. It's supposed to do that. But it was funny because I would just get like the first map down, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word, and then it would change, and I was like, no, what am I gonna do now? Oh, I've lost. Now it's a lot. I know. I mean, I don't know like the back of my hand. Hey, that's new. But I do know that I do know enough. Like, I can pretty much get around. Now, I will be super transparent. When we get to a part of this game in the later game, or like a whole new area, spoilers, I don't know, but that will not be pretty because I was terrified to go any deeper in that place. I mean, I was mortified. Horrified, terrified, mortified, all the words, all the horrifieds, all the horrifieds. I was absolutely terrified to do anything more in that game, in that map, because it was so brutal. Oh my gosh, it was so brutal. Just getting to the map was brutal, right? Okay. Because the way they kind of do this is I don't want to say it's like level loading, but I guess that's what it is. But I mean, it's a segmented thing. So like you have a room, and then you load into another area, and it's usually like right beside an area, right? You just go to the next area, which I do like that. I think games could benefit more from caring more about stylizing a game and not being afraid to have load in and load out zones like this, instead of just making everything this huge open world. Like, don't get me wrong, I've played Cyberpunk and I would love to put that on the channel. There's just I mean, I guess it'll be alright. I just gotta figure out how to do that, but because it's an M-rated game, so I gotta pay attention to that. But you know, I do love that. I do love Cyberpunk, and to be fair, Cyberpunk has been through so many story arcs, right? They have been through not working. Oh, you son of a gun. But, you know, everyone probably remembers the release. It did not go well. It was super buggy. It was super bad. And honestly, the thing that saved that game was not only Keanu Reeves' support, him in the game, but that DLC. That genuinely, because they were going to try, I think they wanted, I'm gonna run my mouth and someone's gonna be like, you're wrong. But I think that the DLC was supposed to be like its own game. I can't remember though, but I do remember they kept going back to the storyboard and changing the game quite a bit, and it was supposed to look like this, and then it was gonna look like this, and then the Keanu Reeves story was gonna be like the main story, and then it wasn't, and then it came out and it was super buggy, and then they fixed it. Everything works phenomenally. I've never found a bug in it. I don't even think I've had the game crash on me. I have the Switch, I think it's the Switch edition. I don't think it's Switch 2. Maybe it's the Switch 2. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, that game is phenomenal. And when the developers, the whole keycard fiasco that's going on right now, but whenever the developers were like, oh, it's all going to be on the game cartridge, it's not going to be a key card, I remember, I mean, it was like leaving the revolution. I mean, it meant the world to people that they did that, and people who had supported the game since its inception, basically its conception, you know, they were just floored. I remember seeing some very big supporters of that game, and actually like almost like emotionally to tears moved that it was getting a release on a console, a really mainstream console, mind you. I'm just going to be super transparent. I think that between the PlayStation and Xbox, I think that they are very poor at actually trying to get to mainstream people. I remember everyone used to have an Xbox back in the day. Xbox 360 was the powerhouse unit. Like, tons of kids had that, right? And it was the wars between, you know, Microsoft, Xbox, and Sony's PS or PlayStation. And now we're seeing Nintendo come just a huge grip on the market, and I love to see it because I was a really poor kid. I was a really like down and out kid. I grew up in Appalachian poverty. It's very sad, but it's really not great. And Nintendo is one of the only things that, as a kid fascinated by gaming, he wanted to get into gaming and all that, that I had access to. I had a little, I think it was a DS Lite, I think is what they were called. Forgive me, I get the DS's confused. I know that everyone's going to be really mad at me for that. I know the difference between the DSi and the 3DS. And then I had a DSi, and my very first was a DS Lite. I think that's what they're called. It was just like the little smaller ones. I had a blue one and a pink one because my first one, the screen got messed up, and then it was really sad. My family couldn't afford another one, my mom, and she felt really bad for me, but then she's like, well, it is what it is. And I was just heartbroken. And my grandfather, who, he's always kind of been more, I guess, like caring, understanding, but he actually got me my second one. And I was like, thanks, Grandpa. I love you, Grandpa. Called him Grandpa C, actually. I called my grandmother Grandma's, and then my grandfather was Grandpa C. I know, probably weird. I know you all, like, especially talking about growing up in Appalachia, you probably are like, you didn't call him Pawpaw? Mama? No, I did not. I did not. They were both very highly educated, college, master degree people. Which I'm not saying that like made them better than people, but they did not like the very simple words. They liked to be called very nice things. Very, very like... I think Grandma's is a very nice little lady name, you know? She was a lady. She was a teacher. English major teacher. She didn't teach just English. She taught everything. She went to school for teaching, but I believe her like main thing was English. And then my grandfather was a art major. So, an art major back in a time where art majors were not very common. He actually talks about helping a college. He helped them develop their art program. Man, we're doing bad tonight. Gotta let Yoshi test it. Gotta take your time. We're gonna lose so many customers. Oh. She's through the moon, folks. Oh, there you go. Clicker's anonymous. I gotta slow down. It's quite lovely. I don't think sharks look terrible on the outside. They are delicious, though. I've never eaten... I'm not talking about, like, shark fin soup. I don't do that. That's horrible. But, like, actual, like, there's people, like, you know, you eat the whole shark, you know? Shark steak, all that. Shark sandwich. There's a culture that they... This sounds really bad, but they leave the sharks out, and then the meat kind of starts to decompose and it softens, and then they take and make steaks out of it, and they fry and make it fish sandwiches and stuff. It's to tenderize the meat. Hire employees. Please. This probably feels like it's supposed to be this way, though, because then you're, like, just deep in it. I mean, if anyone's ever worked food service, when you're deep in it, some people are good about just being like, oh, it's fine. It's not that serious. I remember I used to hear all the time managers would tell me, and mind you, I was a manager in food as well, but managers would tell me all the time, you're just serving food, kid. It's not that serious. And I was like, well, you're screaming at me that I'm not going fast enough when I, like, physically, humanly can't go any faster. So you just let me know. You just let me know, big guy. Oh, this is so bad. We have so much wasted food now. Oh! Yeah, a lot of people are, like, really mad right now. But unfortunately, I will say the patience of these people, it is so low. Like, when you first start the game up, you kind of use that grace period, but man, when it starts to pick up, they are just like, we gotta go. I do wish that was a little... I mean, I guess when you get employees and stuff, but the steep curve when you first start this game, boy, does it slap you around. Ooh, that was a rough night. That was a really rough night. Not great. Not a good service. Not good. Gordon Ramsay would be very disappointed in me. Fun fact about me, I actually, like, don't simp for Gordon Ramsay like everyone does. I mean, Gordon Ramsay's on the internet, he's gonna see this, but I mean, I don't care. I mean, I think he's a cool guy. I love that he has expanded his horizons when he did that show where he goes and he goes to, like, all the different places in the world to learn about food and its culture. And I love that. I remember a Filipino chef saying, learn where your food comes from, go see it in person, respect it, try it, and eat it. And I was like, that's beautiful. Like, I love that. That's my dream, is to go see where all, you know, the foods you eat every single day, like cacao beans, where cacao beans come from. You actually see everything that goes into that. And you see how people are exploited to make chocolate available to the mass global market. It gives you a respect. And to see how people where those beans are actually, like, even used in cooking or even used in their culture, how it's used so differently than what we really conventionally think of. I mean, chocolate's been around for thousands of years. I mean, the Mayans have, you know, they made the first chocolate basically that we understand of, you know, fermenting the beans, drying them, grinding them to a paste with sugar and all that. Which I don't know. I remember learning about Aztec hot chocolate, and I believe it's very different. Well, I know it's very different from conventional hot chocolate that we think of, but I can't remember if they actually put any sugar in it. I don't remember. I think they maybe did. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've studied Aztec culture, but I do remember it was chili peppers, I believe. Yeah, their hot chocolate, it was documented that they use like peppers, and they would make the hot chocolate drink from the grinded beans, and it was kind of like coffee in a way, but chocolate, which is crazy to think about. Maybe the Aztecs were so volatile because they got addicted to chocolate, and they were like got a high all the time, their endorphins, and then when their endorphins were low, they were just I need chocolate, hooray! Which I think we can all relate to that in some way. Alright, I think I'm going the right way. I'm not confident in that statement, but to be fair, I'm not confident in a lot of statements I make, even though most of the time I'm right. Man, these drafts though. Recurrence, my apologies. I'm a landlubber and used to the land. I've been getting back into a show that I watched on Netflix, Centaur World, which I judge me if you want. That show's one of my favorite shows of all time. That show means that show is my life, my world. I worship them. But Glendale, her whole aesthetic, dude, her whole vibe. I've just been like on that. I'm very proud of the fact that I can do a Glendale voice. I remember when it first came out, I would walk up to my boyfriend and do it, and I'd be like, what are you doing? I love Glendale, dude. She's my queen. I love her, and I love Purpleton. He's just so sweet. He actually reminded me of my dog. I don't know why, but he just had this air of like sophistication and kindness about him. And he's like really like, he just takes the world so literally, but he's like so genuine about it. And he's so kind-hearted and sweet, and he just wants to like learn, and if anyone's like upset, he's like this therapist dad, and it comes from, I'm assuming they're trying to make the point that maybe his dad wasn't great to him. I think that's what they're saying, but oh my gosh, I love him. Believe it or not, I do hate this because they make a joke about this in the show, but Wamawink is not my favorite. She's okay. I like Wamawink. Like, I wish my mom had been like Wamawink. I wish my mom had been really messed up and actually treated her kids better. I'm an only child, but I wish she had treated me better. Like Wamawink. Wamawink's been through some stuff, but you know, and sometimes she's overprotected and she's overbearing, but she takes care of her babies. Baby girl. He takes care of her. Baby girl. I do love when she says that. I remember when this first happened, I was like, subtitles who? I was like, what have I done? Oh no, it's in Korean! No, it's supposed to do that. Hello? Oh, that's it. Oh gosh, I'm so used to I'm playing the story how it's supposed to be played is weird, because when I played it, I was a little rebellious child. I broke the rules. I don't need no stinking rules. Rules are for chums. No, I'm just kidding. Rules are great. I actually love rules. Actually, it's funny to me, being the person I am, I love rules. I'm not saying you should follow all rules. Absolutely not. And it's just, you know, it's the same thing of like, some rules are meant to be broken, yada yada. That's how we grow as society and all that, and make new rules and new standards and raise your standards all the time, right? But I am a civil citizen. I do not do anything bad, awful. I've never even stolen anything. Like, the amount of people who will tell me, they're like, oh yeah, as a kid I stole a candy bar from a gas station. I was like, you're a criminal! Which, if you did that, I don't judge you, but also I kind of am like, but why though? I grew up with no money. Like, I was starved as a child. I didn't steal a candy bar. I stuck to my morals. Sometimes I tell you what, sometimes I think I would have made a great soldier, but then I think to myself and I think, no, I wouldn't have made a good soldier. I have too many opinions. I would make a great, like, leader in war or military. But at the end of the day, you know, everyone's got to report to somebody. But good, where I'm someone I can take, as a manager, I remember I would take responsibility for all my crew and staff. Like, I would even say, like, you're not gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna get in trouble. And I would, like, I would, you know, not throw myself under the bus, but I'd be like, hey, I was on shift, I saw what happened, this happened, and I would defend my crew all the time. Like, food service workers out there, you would have loved me. I was someone, you had a customer yelling at you. Oh, dude, I'll never forget. I made this one girl's day because this customer, oh, don't touch me. This one customer was just dogging her out, just losing her mind. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna actually die. This is so bad. Okay, we're good. Please. Okay. Guys, I was really scared. But yeah, I was a manager who I did not let you bully my crew. You were not going to act that way. You were not going to treat them that way. And I stood up for my crew all the time. All the time. I remember this one lady, I made this girl's day, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, yada yada. And this woman, I mean, she's like pointing, screaming over the counter, leaning over the counter. And I said, you will not yell at my crew. If you like to speak to us civilly, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I'll have to ask you to leave. You can have a civil conversation. And if you want to yell at anyone, you can yell at me. It was funny because my so in food service, there's like a tier list of managers. Most any retail, food service, hospitality, all that. The middle management was born from this kind of place, but my manager above me. So I was an assistant manager, which is like the lowest tier you can be in management. So basically, I was on the front lines, I was in the store, I was basically just an employee, but I was a manager, and I was basically the lead employee, essentially. So I was on shift, and I was the one who was like, hey, you know, this happened, do this, help me with this, yada yada yada. Just everything that, like, a basic employee can't do, I did all that. Inventory, stock, schedule, I didn't do scheduling, but like conflict, things like that. That was me. And then above me was, it was assistant manager, and then it was, oh gosh, I can't remember the one after me. But then there's GM, and then there's DM. And your GM is your general manager, so they're basically like over the store, and then your DM is your district manager. They're over a district. Usually a district is like 5 stores or whatever, you know, it's just a district of an area. So like a city. So like the district, a part of that city is their district. In smaller places like where I am, districts usually go across more like counties, and then sometimes, because we do border very close to another state, they'll actually like, sometimes their stores will be in another state, which is weird. It's rare, but it happens. I mean, I'm sure in places like New York, New Jersey, that kind of thing, that probably happens a lot. Or like, like Rhode Island. I think Rhode Island's pretty small. Imagine that. Probably GMs probably get quite a bit of districts where they go over state lines. But anyways, they got mad at me for that, even though I handled the situation, got the lady what she wanted, yada 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 yada. But never forget this one lady. I made her so mad. I have no reason why. I don't, to this day, like, it was just ridiculous. She was just looking for a fight. And my manager, oh, she hated me. Oh, she wanted to tear me up so bad. She absolutely despised me. And I think it was because of my creed. I think it was truly something like that petty. She was a really awful person. She actually got barred from the company to work for the company, not the store, the company. So we got in big trouble, which I think was hilarious because I like quit. I gave my 2 weeks notice because of some stuff that happened, and they gave me a public apology from like one of their new DMs or GMs, and I was like, oh, thanks. It was hilarious. But she was really mad at me. But this one lady, I made her really mad, and she was like, what's your name? And she thought that I said Jennifer, and I didn't. And my boss was like, you lied about your name. I said, no, I didn't. I said my name like really slow to her. And she's like, oh, I can see why she might have thought that sounded like Jennifer. And it's like, I didn't lie about name. I said, pull cameras. I am always straight and narrow and tell the truth, and I'll say it to your face. And I have said many a time, pull the camera, because everyone's like terrified of the cameras, right? Everyone's like, oh my god, they got cameras in this place. Not me, dude. I'm not scared of the cameras. Pull them. Go ahead. Pull the cameras. I didn't do anything wrong. Because they do. They pull the cameras and they're like, well, we see that, well, you were telling the truth. I was like, yeah. Because people don't believe me all the time. Like, I'm one of those people that, I guess it's because I have a very outgoing personality, but I'm also kind of like, not quiet and reserved, but I'm professional, right? And so sometimes I'm, just kind of, for lack of a better word, I guess people might say bitchy, but just blunt, right? To the point. I just do my job. I mean, I've talked to very successful businesswomen, and they're just like, you just are like me. You're gonna be me in like 50 years. I was like, oh, okay, gotcha. They're like, it's not that serious. But, yeah. But, people like all the time just have it out for me. Like, I'm dealing with a situation right now at my work, actually, where that's happening. And it's the lowest people who are after me. It's the receptionists. Like, their two receptionists are just being little, just catty maddies. And my observing supervisor was just like, just don't talk to him. Just don't. I was like, just keep a logbook for me. I was like, okay, girl, I got you. Like, basically telling me to just keep being me, but be more me. Oh, I love that. Oh, I know everyone's gonna hate me. They're gonna be like, you're a snitch. Yeah, you bet. You're not doing your job and you're being hateful and a bully. You bet. I'm gonna keep a log. I don't stand for that. I know that, especially being younger, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, I don't care. I care. Because if you stop caring, it doesn't get better. That's the thing that kills me, is people just kind of, for lack of a better word, they sit and shit and they forget it smells. But when you do that, you just perpetuate that. It doesn't make it any better. It's like generational trauma. Like, the reason that keeps happening is because their parents did it to them, so they did it to their kids, so they did it to them, their kids. And if you break that cycle, like, you try to be a better person, then you actually can get somewhere. You can actually change, course of history even. But people are more concerned with just immediate gratification, satisfaction, and especially with women. I know women, it's so sad. Women have so much to deal with already. Like, the whole world absolutely treats women like a minority, even though we're a majority, right? I'm pretty sure the population of women to men is like something like 60-40. I'm sure that that's probably, if I'm wrong, someone tell me in the comments, but there's literally more women in the world than men, I'm pretty sure. And there's more women in the workforces, all that. And the amount of women that they get off in, like, making these gaggles of women where they bully or single out a female that they just don't like, and they think that that's appropriate behavior, but also like it makes them feel good because they think they're part of something. It's just really sad. It's really, really sad to me. I cannot find any oxygen. Okay, we might have to. I've been trying to find this place and I can't find it. I don't know what they're trying to ask me to do. I was trying to find the currents, but I couldn't find them. That's okay. We will retry. I was probably just wandering too. I wasn't doing great there. We got some meat. Okay. Whoops. I wanted to do a chapter a piece, but that might not happen. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's she. Oh, I love her. He's really good. I actually kept her and trained her up. Let's go ahead and put another advertisement out. Because I do like to have a pretty staffed restaurant. I definitely will spend money to have a good staffed restaurant. Which I think anyone should do. I remember a lot of small business owners would always be like, I can't afford to pay you more. And I used to love the, well, that's too much. I used to love the argument to that. It's like, well, if you can't afford to pay your employees, then you can't afford to be in business. And people always get really mad about that, especially like small business owners. And I'm sure someone will get mad about that on this video, but the point of it is if you want to employ people and you want to have their livelihoods in your hand, then you have to pay them. And I'm sorry if you want to make a profit, because at the end of the day, very, very, very rarely is it your boss is living in a trailer like you're living in a trailer and they're just making ends meet barely. No, your boss is living in, you know, a 2-story ranch house and they got grandkids, they got kids, and they, you know, can't come in Wednesday because their kid has a basketball game or whatever. But you who can't even afford rent, yeah, you're supposed to care. Absolutely not. You know, I saw so much of that, especially in food service. Oh my gosh. It was awful, the pay between employees to managers. It was so bad. And then people would get management. They were used to being an employee, and then their pay would go up like, you know, you would go from making maybe $25,000 a year to probably around $50,000 to $70,000 a year, and they would just lose their minds. They'd, you know, get the new car, they'd act like they don't know nobody, they, you know, they'd live above their means and get into debt. I saw that a bunch. Look at us. Much better food service this time around. Boncho can't keep up. Oh, can I make it? I can. Oh, we didn't make one. Really try to hire some people here. Only one wasted, and we only lost a couple. Oh, we lost two. That last guy is just like, I'm out. Bye, losers. Like, no, come back, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come back. Alright, let's go try to find this. Oh, Ellie's calling. What do you want, Ellie? Hey, you haven't quit diving yet, have you? What's this about this time? I'm doing some investigating for an important paper. I'm going to need some help. Get me 3 blue shells and 3 brown shells. I love how it doesn't say please, thank you, nothing. Are you supposed to do this sort of thing yourself? Extra college credits. Are you kidding me? Writing a paper requires a ton of research and investigation. What you're doing is only a very tiny part of it all. Oh my god. So don't let it get to your head. Hurry along. I don't have much time until the deadline. You're impossible. Did you say his favorite? Was it blue shells and brown shells? Dang, the college educated, huh? I forgot to tell you something. What is it, Miss Yoshi? So, when you hire more employees and purchase more ingredients, you will be able to take care of many things all at once. So, I decided to give you a management app. If it works on your smartphone, you can check the current status. Blah, 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 blah. Sounds handy. Uh-oh, Clicker's Anonymous. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. It's not like there's anything crazy. I mean, this is just, we're just getting our tools. I mean, this game, I want to say filter feed. That's not right. That's what whale sharks do. That's a form of feeding. No, this game drip feeds you your tools quite a bit, which I like. The game's pretty big. Like, I know people say that the story is kind of short, but I really like it. I think it's a good chunky game cuz there's more than just a story. It's like you're actually immersed in, you're doing something here, you know. Oh, it can't reach me. Oh, I'm too fast. Lightning, baby. Oof. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, hold on here. What am I doing? Hold on. We'll need a drone to bring things back. Check out where the currents flow. Okay, we do need that drone. Okay. So the currents flowed. Why is it down here? I remember when I was talking about I know this place pretty well. Not like the back of my hand, though. Hey, that's new. Yeah, I think we're having a deja vu moment with that right now. So the currents, we were here. They were like lower. Or no. Yeah, right here. I think I read about here, right? Talking like I got chat or something. I don't have no stinking help. Oh my gosh, that sawfish. When you're a beginner, oh no. When you're a beginner in this game, that sawfish is like the actual Antichrist. He will mess you up. He will come for you, which is funny. I remember I watched a piece on, I think they're called saw sharks there as well, but in Australia, in like the outback, they, like how big they can get and stuff, and how they're kind of like aggressive, and fishermen will catch them in their nets, and they're thrashing to get away and stuff, and they'll like mess you up. And then also, like, they actually used them to make weapons and stuff. They make them, I don't think they call it a sword. I think it'd be like a machete or a Bowie knife or a long knife. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a sword though. Let me tell you what, it's crazy looking. I know, I want to say it's Polynesian culture. I can't remember though. I do know that there was there's lots of, well, I'm sure there's lots of island cultures, but there's one specific one where they made a bunch of crazy weapons out of like shark teeth and stuff. And I always remembered that because the way they do it is like really cool. They like braid the teeth into weapons basically. And they're very functional. Which, as someone, I actually shellac. I actually collect. Oh, stop touching me! I collect shark teeth jewelry, specifically necklaces. I actually just got gifted, I think it was last Christmas. My mother gifted me my first Megalodon tooth, and I was so ecstatic. And it's actually it's like wrapped in cord. I think it's like hem cord, so it doesn't hurt it at all, the quality of the fossil. And oh my gosh, one of my favorite pieces. It's huge though, and it's so heavy, which I love that. Oh, I love it. But I don't wear it because I don't want the fossil quality to be harmed in any way. So I do not wear it. I keep it up as a display piece only, and that is good enough for me. I cannot find this place. This is gonna drive me mad. I feel so bad. But yes, I collect shark teeth. And let me tell you what, as someone who's worn a shark tooth necklace many a time in their life, I love to go to like luxury events and stuff and wear. I clean it pretty nice. I've had to clean it for a few things, but I'll wear like something really nice, like a dress or a suit outfit, whatever, and I'll actually wear like a shark tooth necklace with it as my signature look, and love it. I've gotten so many compliments doing that too. People love outfits. People love my accessories. I wanted to be a fashion designer at one point when I grew up. I used to be super big into fashion, and then as I got older and the world kind of beat me up, especially being plus size, at the time, it was not cool or cute. It was really bad. And I just kind of left the culture. I do remember though, I think her name's Vera Wang. She was, and I know that she's like, I don't know what you'd call her now. I'm not in the lingo anymore, but she was when I was a kid, it was considered a more high-end brand, but I think now it's more like a casual luxury brand, I guess, for lack of a better word. It's very weird the way they do fashion now, because names that are big are like at Target, but it's like a luxury line at Target and things. It's weird to me, but anyways, she was my first introduction to my first name brand line that I started to collect. I collected her like way back in the day. Like, I remember, this might not, some of you might not believe this, I don't know, because I've seen her prices now and they seem a lot cheaper now, but I remember like I would wait for her stuff to go on sale and her original price would be like somewhere like 100 something, and I'd get it for like, you know, 30, 40, whatever, Kohl's. But yeah, like, I loved her. I loved her brand style too, because I do remember, and she's a very thin lady. I don't know if she ever modeled, but she's in that world. But she actually had sizing. I remember, like, it was not super difficult to get sizing. Now, mind you, I was very young when I did this, so I was a little bit smaller, but I was still considered plus size for a kid of my age at the time. But yeah, she's cool. I'm missing this. I'm like going around it. I don't know where it is. I will say one thing, when you get turned around in this game, it's really hard to get back on track. Hopefully we can find some oxygen, because I'm just mowing through my oxygen here. I know it seems like I'm not trying, but I really am. I just can't seem to find... This is too deep. Is it? Whenever this happens, sometimes it's best to just stay. And then I feel bad because then I go under and around. I really... having a hard time here, guys. Don't know where I am. I'm lost. I'm lost. about you? Can't do that. I get in trouble. No, can you get in trouble for just singing? I guess if it sounds close enough, yeah. I've heard conflicting things about that. Which, I mean, I don't care. I'm not looking to be, you know, the new... I'm not looking to be the next band singer. Those days are past me, I think. I think my voice is too... I'd have to get surgery done on my vocal cords before I pursued a singing career, because I have just destroyed my voice over the years. I'm young, and I feel like I sound... We'll just use this up because I'm lazy. I feel like I sound... not old, but I feel like I sound very, I don't know, mature, I guess? I have a deep voice, I think, for a woman. I think is what I'm getting at. Also, I had a video where I was making comments about California and, like, living there and stuff if you're, like, different. That's not the right word I was looking for. I don't know why I couldn't think of this word, but I had to bring it back up because it's been killing me for weeks now. Progressive. I don't know why I could not think of that word. I don't know what I was thinking. If you're progressive, California seems like a nice place to live. But, I have two. Oh, I have... This is almost out, right? Yeah, okay. Just trying to pay attention. But yeah, I've heard a lot. My mom lived in California for 10 years. I have this weird, I don't know, I guess like love child relationship with California. I have unfortunately never gotten the privilege to go there, but I feel very connected to California because I've heard so much about their culture and how they've changed and what it used to be like and what it's like now. I've met so many people from California and there's just so much. I would love to visit California. I don't think I'd live there just because of the fire zoning right now. I'll be transparent. I am a little nervous for California. I'm a little worried for them. I'm worried that they're not... I think the future is only going to be harder for them, especially as it's heating up, it's getting hotter for longer. I do know that they're having a lot of trouble with wildfires season being longer, which is a really big problem. I mean, obviously, but like, it's a big problem because they kind of, when you live in an area that has like natural disasters like that, like living in a place that has like tornadoes, they have the tornado sirens, they have a plan, they have, you know, they have things there to help you deal with all that. Oh, I think we made it. I think this is it. But yeah, they oh dear. They just don't have, I don't think they have the resources. I don't think they have the resources. I don't think they have the funds. I don't think they have capability. And also, California is probably going to get tired of having to keep telling people that they can't live certain places. And imagine if your family's lived, I hear this all the time, that someone's family lives in a certain area of California for generations, right? And maybe not the same house, because that just isn't really the culture up there, but the same area. Like, I've been in the Baker's area for 2 generations, yada yada. And imagine being told that your next generation or your generation can't live there anymore. That's not gonna go over well. I'm here to tell you. And I'm also here to tell you it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be good. That whole situation's really sad. I've already seen so much pushback from that. I've seen so many people be angry and upset they can't rebuild where they first rebuilt. I've seen so many people talk about how their insurance does not cover the amount that they actually need Oh, it's so bad. It's such a disaster. And it's heartbreaking because, like I said, I've never had the privilege to go to California. I've just heard it from word of mouth, living with people who've lived there for a long time, culture, being raised around that, yada yada. So I have this very odd relationship with California. But, you know, my mom talks about that of she saw it changing and she wouldn't go back. She's very grateful for the time she spent there. She spent a decade there. But she would not go back there. She wouldn't raise a family there. And I remember I talked about a story about that. Another woman, you know, she left, she became a mom and she left because she's like, well, it's not just me anymore. I have a kid now. But yeah, that whole situation's heartbreaking. I do wonder, living where I live, oh gosh, we've seen more tornado risks where I live, where before tornadoes were kind of non-existent where I live. And now we're seeing this push almost like, I don't want to say Tornado Alley's expanding, I don't think that's the right word, but we are seeing tornadoes push into our area, and we do not have, we don't, where I live, they don't have two pennies to rub together. They definitely don't have resources for that. So I am curious to see what will happen with that. I just had to go deeper the whole time. I feel really bad. You guys have probably been like freaking out. It's like, just go around. Go to the roundabout. Comment down below, do you have roundabouts where you live? Do you even know what a roundabout is? That's a big question. I do wonder, I've always wanted to go to like London, and I do believe that they use like roundabouts a lot. I know that, is it mind you, we're back in the US, but I think it's Wisconsin? I think it's Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure, because I remember talking to somebody who was from Wisconsin. He was talking about how it's different now, but I'm pretty sure in Wisconsin they have replaced a lot of their traffic lights with roundabouts. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember where it was. It was some state here in the US, and it's like the Midwest, like near the heartland, I think. Oh, I'm encumbered. We're missing a motor. I'm just need one more thing. Dang, where is it? I'm gonna be sucking through my oxygen now that I'm heavy. Ooh, puss. I don't want to say that, just in case. It's a threat! I don't think I get in trouble. I always get a little nervous though, because I'm a tiny baby creator, and so I know sometimes tiny baby creators get beat up. Just don't wanna ruffle any feathers, you know. I really cannot find this, and I feel kind of bad. We're gonna have to go back for oxygen though. We are running out, folks. Unless I can find a... Yeah, no, we gotta go back. Sorry. Gosh. Frustration, folks. Frustration. I'm so disappointed in myself. Really been trying to knock these out, but I am not, am I? Not one bit. This is a longer one, too. We're going on an hour. So. To be fair, though, I'm kind of just now hitting my stride, so. Oh, we did do this, though. You all are just my therapists. Just come here to ramble for an hour. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like it is like that, though. It's like you don't have anyone to talk to, or anyone to complain to, or anyone, you know, you just don't have anybody. Like, the world's so disconjointed now. But. Love this. Gosh, I don't know, guys. Should we go back? Let's go back. Now that we know where we're going, let's go back. Let's get this. Let's get this motor. Let's get this motor. Even if this is a long video, we're gonna get this motor. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get this drone, because this will help us a lot. Okay. Now I'm gonna get lost again and everyone's gonna be really mad at me. Let me actually check some loot boxes here. I hate saying that word. Storage boxes, yeah, that's what we need. Just because that'll be a nice thing to have here when we're going down into the depths. I feel like I'm having a hard time finding. Okay, I wonder if maybe this is the first opening for this. Oh my god. Okay, there's some here. I wonder. Huh. I wonder why it's not. I wish I could use my little thingy, my little oh my gosh, why can't I remember? Oh, there it is! Oh, look, guys! It was meant to be, folks. It was meant to be. No, my radar. Usually, I wish you could turn your radar on and off. Like, I know you can use it to find certain fish and stuff, but I don't think you can just turn it on and be like, hey, find me this object. This game's very much about exploration, so it doesn't have skill, which is fine. It's, you know, this game's very different than any really other game that I know is on the market. The only thing that's close to this that I can kind of compare it to is Endless Ocean, but specifically, I think it's called the Dragon Song one on the Wii, and it has vibes like this, but again, that it's not quite the same. It's still a little different. Oh, does anyone remember the oh my gosh, the Endless Ocean that they released on the Switch? That was so bad. I hate that. And it was a $40 game, which sure, it's a $40 game and they keep adding updates, yada yada yada, but that game was so bad. When you had the expectation, if you played like the last Endless Ocean, which I think was Song of the Dragon on the Wii, heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken. Because I actually got that game and I was looking forward to it, and then I was like, this is really bad. And I'm always someone, like, I'm extremely grateful that I have the privilege to play video games at all. So whenever I play a bad video game, it's really hard for me to criticize it at all, but that, oh, so bad. They just didn't try at all. They just literally made a sandbox, and they're like, okay, go take pictures of fish, and then sometimes you can call your friends. It just made like a tourist event. I mean, literally, it feels like you're a tourist on a guide tour. It's ridiculous. It was sad. So sad. Because Endless Ocean, Song of the Dragon, or Song of the Whale, I can't remember what it's called, Song of the Whale, Song of the Dragons, but, it was so good. It didn't have to go as hard as it did, and it went so hard. And it was so cool the way they did it, too. They could have done something like that. They just chose to be lazy with it. That was a tough time. That was a tough time to be alive. No, it was a tough time to be like for gaming. I remember, unfortunately, sad face. Gaming went through a rough patch there for a minute, especially if you were a Nintendo fan. It was so bad that I actually remember I thought about getting rid of my Nintendo console and switching over, which I'm so grateful now I didn't do that, but I do remember. Yes! Okay, cool. And we're actually gonna go ahead and hire both of them. And then let me see here. Who's got better cooking? Hi. And then we'll go ahead and add him to serving. I didn't get the one guy. I had another guy in my last playthrough. I hope I get him. It's really cool. But these two are pretty close. She's got 30 serving, he's got 25. So that's pretty close. And that's 2, and that's help in the kitchen. So that's a huge, that's pretty good. Got 2 and 2. I think with 2 servers, we're gonna have a lot more efficiency. We're gonna lose less customers, we're gonna make more money, but also we have help in the kitchen. So, and then with me helping, I used to think when I played this game before that me taking plates and stuff would like mess up the group, but it doesn't. Also, maybe they've updated the AI a little bit, because I do remember it wasn't as smooth. Because I actually follow like the Discord for the Mint Rocket developers, and they put a lot of love in this game, always updating it. Man, we haven't lost a single person, not a single red either. We're doing great. Gotta grind that wasabi, because that's the one thing they can't do. I do remember when you like get everything fully functional laid out, you don't have to do anything. You'll just sit there by the wasabi thing and just like wait. Look at that. That was a good night, folks. I actually think I'm doing better on this playthrough than I did my first playthrough. I'm very proud of myself. Nice. Very nice. Good service, folks. Good service, guys. Very proud of us. Mama. Oh, here's our boy. Every time I see this guy, I want to say Kevin Bacon, but it's Dr. Bacon. Sorry I couldn't come by yesterday because of the synopsis. Oh. I don't know what this is. Did you speak to Cobra? Simple Possum. I got materials. He's repairing a drone yesterday. Oh, a bit late, aren't I? I do love Cobra. Cobra's like a guy who's like, he's not hateable, but he's like a really cool dude that like you would think you'd hate, but you don't. He's like he's actually cool. He actually has real world experience, and he's cool because he had real world experience. Don't you love those people? 3 types of items in a day. Talk to me and select the Cobra shop to see a list that changes every day, but also buy stuff you don't need. We can sell stuff too. Don't be afraid to visit often. He's a fair businessman. He's like Tom Nook. You don't like my prices? You can leave. Oh, you can't. You can buy auxiliary items. How exciting. The Cobra shop is kind of cool. I didn't use it a whole lot. The camera that you think you're going to use a lot more than you do. You think you're just going to be down there going... No, not at all. They treat you like a baby with that camera. You have mail. I remember I was freaking people out at work because I worked in so much phone service that I can do the voice, like the AI voice, like, thank you for choosing our airlines. Please step off to the left. So I like say stuff to them in that voice and they're like freaking me out. The jellyfish party Serve jellyfish dishes. I do remember I do love the jellyfish party. I just love jellyfish in general, and I think jellyfish are so cool as a party idea, as a theme, and then to eat them because they're easy to get. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. We have 3 days. Well, that'll be something to look forward to. Yeah. Well, I think we did really good on this one, guys. I think this one's fabulous. So we'll leave it here. This is kind of a longer one. Sorry about that, folks. Hope it kept you entertained. But we've got the jellyfish event to look forward to, so that's exciting. And then we'll get that rock pile next. So that'll be a big event. The biggest thing is just trying to get like an episode, and I think we're doing that. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.